again. Next, I'm going to perform a safe start. I'm going to make sure my spring brakes are set, my transmission's in neutral. I'm going to turn the key to the on position. Wait for my ABS light to turn off. ABS light turned off, which means the ABS system's working. I'm going to lower my PSI to 90 or below before I start the truck using my service brake. Pressure's at 90. Go ahead and start the truck. I'm going to use my RPMs between 1,000 and 1,200 to fill my tanks. Tanks are filled to the max. I'm going to go ahead and begin my 460 applied leakage test. Shouldn't lose more than 4 psi in 60 seconds with my service brake applied. I'm going to select the lower gear. Okay, I'm going to turn the truck off. I'm going to turn the key back to the ignition. Wait for the ABS light to turn off. Release my clutch. ABS light turned off. I'm going to release my spring brakes. I'm going to apply the service brake to the bottom. Wait for my needle to settle. Okay, my needle settled at 95 psi. My minute begins now. Just pretend a minute went by. They'll ask you for your reading. Okay, my needle is still at 95 psi. This is a good test because I didn't lose more than 4 psi in 1 minute or in 60 seconds. You don't have to ask to release the brake anymore. You can just release it. Next, I'm going to perform my low air warning alarm test. I'm going to use my service brake to turn on the alarm and lower the pressure. Okay, my alarm turned on at 59 psi. This is a good test because my alarm turned on no lower than 55 psi. Next, I'm going to perform my automatic spring brake pop-out test. This should happen between 20 and 45 psi. I'm going to fan my service brakes. Okay, my spring brakes popped out at 27 psi. This is a good test because it happened between 20 and 45 psi. I'm going to go ahead and perform another safe start. And this one you don't really have to say anything, you could just do it. Just check your spring brakes, make sure you're in neutral. ABS is already off. Start the truck. I'm going to use my RPMs between 1,000 and 1,200 to turn off my alarm. Turned off, I'm going to go ahead and begin my in-cab inspection. I'm going to begin with my side mirrors. They're properly mounted, not been broken or cracked. They're clean, no illegal stickers, and they're adjusted to myself. My windshield is properly mounted, not been broken or cracked. It's clean, no illegal stickers. With the rubber seal all the way around, not ripped or torn, not dry rotted, not missing. My windshield wipers are properly mounted, not been broken or cracked, properly working. The windshield wiper blades are not ripped or torn, not missing, in good condition. The washer fluid, you would usually press it. I don't think it's empty right now. Washer fluid is properly working. My oil pressure gauge is properly reading between 20 and 60 psi. My water temperature gauge is reading properly at no more than 180 Fahrenheit. My voltmeter gauge is reading between 12 and 14 volts, and my air gauges are properly working to the max. My four-way flashers are properly working. My low beams are properly working. My high beams are properly working. Left turn signal is properly working. Right turn signal is properly working. My city horn, electric horn is properly working. My air horn is properly working. My heater and defroster are properly working. For my safety equipment, I'm carrying a fire extinguisher, which is up to date, fully charged with a safety pin intact and ready to use. I'm carrying 3 reflective triangles, 3 liquid burning flares, and 6 spare electrical fuses. And that concludes my in-cab inspection. Next, I'm going to do my brake demonstration test. First, I'm going to begin by checking my spring brakes. I'm going to select the lower gear. First, I'm going to be checking my tractor spring brakes. I'm going to release the trailer brakes, trailer spring brakes. I'm going to release the clutch slowly until I feel a tug. Okay, this is a good test because my tractor and my trailer did not move. Next, I'm going to be checking my trailer spring brakes. I'm going to set those and release the tractor brakes. Okay, this is a good test because my tractor, you guys felt the pull, right?
Yeah.
That's all you need, just a slight pull. This is a good test because my tractor and my trailer did not move. Next, I'm going to be testing my service brake. To do that, I'm going to move the truck forward 5 feet without holding the steering wheel. When I apply the service brake, the steering wheel should not move to the left or to the right. Okay, this is a good test because my steering wheel did not move to the left or to the right. That concludes my air brake test and my in-cab inspection. That's it. Not that bad, right?